Hello, I'm Khalid. Sorry for a delay in my third video. So let's start where we stopped yesterday. I hope by now you have understood that what is the front end and what is the back end and what is the difference between two. Now you can easily edit an article from the front end and you can add new blog entries. You can also edit an article or text from the front end that is not in the blog. Also, you by now you must have understood what is the difference between the different kind of editors which are available for our backend and front end system, and also you can add a new article and make use of it in the menu. All that was some basic things, and you can play around with them as these are user friendly and straightforward things. And one thing you must remember, that if it's the text article or the text portion of your website anywhere on the website, then you don't need to worry about the editor, that which editor you have selected from your backend. You only need to worry about the selection of editor if it's the special module, like video or book title, or there is some advertisement. So this is our front end, and this is our backend. Right now I have selected this tiny MC editor, and you can see whether it's really selected or not by clicking this edit button, and you can see that this editor is actually selected. Actually this text in on our website is not stored as such. Websites actually don't recognize this text as such. They don't know where to apply space, they don't know where to apply paragraph, they don't know uh, whether the text is italic, bold, black, white, or what's the background. If we store the text in such way, uh, although you have typed your text or copied or pasted your text in this format, but actually it has this page or this screen has converted this text into special code uh, that is read by the websites, and stored that text or the code based text on the server. There is a button here, you can see that toggle editor. If we want to see that whatsoever we have typed it here in a user friendly manner, in what format that text has been stored on our web server, you just click it. Now you can see that there are lot of special code or special lines which are written here. The text actually has been stored in this format on our website, but when we see it, or when users see it, they see it in this way. The only purpose of this editor is to let the user write in a user friendly manner, make or put the code inside this text and store it in a proper manner which only the websites or which only the standard websites can read about. Again, you don't need to worry what kind of editor you have selected if it's a text thing. So the only time when you need to worry that which editor you have selected is when you are editing anything on like a video, like this textbook title and special cases. These are only the special cases. Let's close this thing, and now we move on to our next section, which is the module manager. Module means the specific places which are designated by me or this backend to show specific things on different areas of this page, like on the left side of this text, on the right side of left side and right side of the text, on the top of the text, and underneath the text. These places are called the in this term, in this language, called the modules, or in Joomla language called the modules. So let's see um, what we can do with all these things. First of all, let me display all the modules which are already there in our website. You can see that most of the modules which I have placed are the customized HTML, means customized language for the websites. And if you try to open this special language from your or from backend, and if you have selected this uh, TinyMC editor, that won't that won't read this code properly, and when you close this code or when you try to edit this code, it won't be it may destroy all your code and save the wrong code inside the module. And after that, although you haven't made much changes on this special text, your special modules will disappear or act in a wrong manner. Just to show you, let me go to this global configuration and select this code mirror. Okay. And now if we want to see that how this the warrior within book advertisement along with this add to cart button and along with all these designing has been stored on our website, we just to need to open this from here in the module manager. This is the module which I have used to save or to appear this book title. When I open this thing, you can see there is a lot of special code which is written in our text editor. Only the black line black words are the text, rest everything is the special code. Most of this code consists of the code which is provided to us by the auctioning.com. Just to show this add to cart button, and rest of the code is to show this book title and also show this text which is written underneath it. And also the code has by the code I have configured that what should be the title and what should be how much space should be there between this title and this heading and the book title, and what should be the space here below this book title and from the left or right side of this book title. So if you don't know that what this code actually means and how to write this code, then you don't need to open these special modules or these special code written parts of your application. And if you suppose if I close this thing right now and now I select this TinyMC editor and save the thing, and I again open the same module, now you can see that this book title and the text written below and the button appears exactly what exactly like that how it appears on the main page of our website. But we can't simply copy paste the book title here and make use of all this code. We have to write some special lines for that, which I have already shown you, and you can do this thing by selecting this toggle editor button. But the main problem comes, suppose if I edit this thing and save this module here and again go to this website, as I made the changes in our text only line, that's why nothing has happened to this module. But if now I just want to do anything with this code and make some changes here, and if now I refresh here, you can see that our simple mistake or simple extra words has changed everything from this module. So don't ever try to open these modules with a normal editor. You have to select the code mirror editor to in order to open these things, because unintentionally if you do anything wrong with the code, uh, this will destroy the beauty everywhere on the website. Similarly, to edit a video, if I go to the module for this video button, mm, so this is the module, or this is the link which I have in the back end, which is for this video on our website. I have selected the TinyMC editor, and you can see that this editor has been unable to show the code because he was unable to read what special code was written there. If I now select this other code mirror editor, or toggle this editor button, you see that it is still unable to read what that code was. And if now I go to my TinyMC editor and save the thing, sorry, if I go to this code mirror editor, this is the editor which will actually read that code which was already there, and reopen this media link. So this was the actual code which we were unable to see on that TinyMC editor. That this code is only available when we select this special code mirror editor to see the things. So I hope that by now you have understood that why I always stop you opening these special cases modules on your website with a simple or user-friendly editor. You may make some changes, in unintentional changes in their code, and everything will be destroyed. Similarly, that how I have pasted this video here is very simple. You just need to go to your youtube.com and select the video that you have uploaded, and you can see that here is a button which says the share your video. You just click here, and then there is again a button embed this video, and this video will be embedded in your own website, and this is the code which YouTube has given to me to embed this video on your website. But if I embed this video with this code as such, that won't work properly. Let me show you this thing, that if I have pasted this new code which I have selected from the YouTube and save this thing, and now if I refresh my page and see how that new video will look like, you can see that it is all this is beyond the boundaries of the our module, and it's not looking too good. So I have to properly edit the code of that has been given to me by the YouTube. In this case, it's very simple, that just have to set the width and the height of the video according to my module. And after setting the proper height and width of my video, if I now you can see that that video that I have just whose code I have just entered is now in a proper format or proper height and width. And a few last words, that what other things I can select from here. I can select whether to show the title of this module or not. See that here the title, the warrior within, is written, but here on this module there is no title. If I have to set that yes, show the title, I have to select this thing, and this title whatsoever I have entered here will appear. So if now if I refresh my page, you can see that our this heading or title is there right now. The next thing is say that position. Here it says that I have it should appear on position A. Position A. Actually, position means that I have already said that this is our the whole length of our page or whole space of our page. I have said that what this position should be called. What is this? I have already said that what are the different positions on this page. I have already uh, set in the code of the website. As I have designed this theme or template, uh, when I was designing this template or theme, I was at that time giving different portions of the page different names called the positions. Just to tell you a few that this this rectangular space on the top is the user position 1. The space below this banner is position 3. The space on which this view card appears is position 6, and the space on which this menu is appearing is also position this is view card on position 7. This menu is also on position 7, but I have said that this should first appear on position 7 view card, and this should appear second on position 7. That's why this is above and this is below. And similarly, this the volume within is there on position, I think it is 7, and this is position, I think it is position 8. Similarly, I have defined so many positions on the whole page. You have to see the documentation of or the code of this template or website in order to know that what positions are there on the whole page. So I can select different positions for different modules on my page. Suppose I select here position 6, I think position 7, and I refresh my page. You can see that this is the position 7, although all these three things are on position 7, but as I have entered selected the position 7 lastly for this video, so it has come down from here to here. So position means that on what space what thing should appear. The next thing is status, whether this thing should be published or not. And assess means that everybody can see that space, or specific persons can see the space, like the registered persons or the publishers or only the administrator. The next thing is you should know that here menu assignment or module assignment, that on what pages this module should appear. You can see that I have selected that only on the pages selected, that on these pages this module should appear. When you go through this backend, you can easily understand, because I have written everything in a very much user friendly way, and you can easily come to know that how you can place your special modules on your website. In the end, um, you can do anything with your text or article things in any way, but if it is a video link or the advertisement or some special code which I have already placed there, which you can see in this module manager at the end of every, that is closed, at the end of see that this is the module manager and everything is here. You can see that custom module, custom, all these things have on in all these modules I have written some special code. So don't try to open these things. If you open these things and intentionally or intentionally you change the code, then everything will be destroyed. I hope that from now onwards you can manage everything on your own. And still, if you have some questions, just message me. I will answer each and every query of yours. And the last thing I want to tell you, that you told me that this block button comes down here. That is the only that problem comes only on small screens. Right now my computer resolution is on the standard resolution, and my screen is standard screen, which now is available on all computers and laptops. Suppose if my resolution or the width of my screen is small. If I show you in this manner, that I have just selected this, you see that my screen has become smaller, even as there is some space left on the top. So the menu has squeezed and has adjusted itself. If I squeeze it more, now you see that the block has come down and context has come down, just because the width of your computer is uh, lesser than the total space that is occupied by the menus. To deal with this problem, the only thing which you can do is to reduce the number of menu items from here, and put these menu items somewhere else on the page. That is the only way you can do it, or reduce the number of letters in the text of your top menu items. uh, that is the only way that it can be squeezed, because all this designing and coding will take some space from you, and you need to adjust your uh, code or all your things according to your users need. Thank you for now, see you later.